The flourishing SME segment in the country has never been more empowering in the new normal as we break through with resilience and grit to recover and adapt to digitalization through the entrepreneurial spirit. In a time when community sellers, home-based businesses, and aspiring local entrepreneurs are responding to the daily needs of Filipinos today, data connectivity has never been more significant for everyday living. Converge Business SME Services is at the forefront of this breakthrough. From the humble beginnings of Dennis Uy, Converge Business aims to serve the underserved, believing that we can grow our own small businesses, that we are all SMEs. Making Converge Business as your primary source can boost your advantage and growth. With its world-class fiber optic network, micro-entrepreneurs gain more advantage in the current digital arena with robust technology that can seize opportunities to go all digital. Entrepreneurs humbly begin with a vision to grow and expand through their passion and determination. In the competitive business landscape, small to medium enterprises need to adapt services and products to reach more Filipinos here and around the world. As a primary provider, Converge is a world-class ICT company with the most resilient and superior fiber optic service in the Philippines that continues to delight millions of its users in the consumer space, serving a growing number of business clients in the SME, enterprise, and wholesale segment. Converge Business is for SMEs, providing a partnership that offers subscription models that allow businesses more options and flexibility. It is your own gateway to the world, a partner to springboard your success. Leveraging on our strong network architecture, Converge Business can provide impactful broadband solutions to your business. With Converge Business SME services, equip your business with the right tool to jumpstart your progress to the next level. We leverage on innovative technologies to bring you what matters: results. It is time to be in control. Converge Business SME Services. Results mean progress.
The Filipino entrepreneur is innovative. That's one. And they're very creative also. That's our things. And not just on that, they are really think out of the box. You are innovative guy. You deep thinkers. So when the pandemic hit us, this SME, if they have fast thinker, fast innovate, and fast transform, went to digital, there's a lot of opportunity. When you have the basic requirement to transform in the digital during this pandemic is the digital highway, which is, lucky enough, this is my business. And we built this digital highway for the transform of this SMEs. I think this is sort of like a survival. Well, when you start in hardship, you grew up with a hardship. During my younger age, hindi ko na natikman yung tipong you have this good opportunity to play with your classmates. Whatever spare of time I have, I want to maximize my time. And I start really small. This is really SME type. My technical, I have employee number one still with me. I'm the one driving and climbing the pole to lay down these wires. I seen the technology roadmap. Start with the dial-up days. I'm in the computer. And innovation of cable internet. Innovation with fiber. So now in the cloud. So you can see the whole landscape. Without this fiber technology, this new digital highway we built, you cannot not have quality of connection. Digital broadband, digital communication nowadays is very essential. And if you notice, even you're rich or you're poor, no, they need a stable, high-speed, and quality connection. Right ng tao na meron access ng high quality of broadband. When there's a crisis, there's always have opportunity. So the pandemic hit us. This is a crisis the whole world. So that's why important you are really ready for your infrastructure. We found ourselves become a lifeline of the individual because of you need to have a quality and stable connection. And good thing during this pandemic, we put more resources. This should be a right to aid individual usage, no? Regardless of what business you have, big or small. But if you ask me to advise SME how they can be successful in the business, number one, you need to have a passion in your business. Number two, you need to have a deep knowledgeable on your line of business. Don't come to the business you don't understand. They just tell you, oh, this kind of business is a follow. There is no such thing. Successful, you just follow someone. We link the whole company and this underserved and unserved area. We make sure by 2023 or 2024, we will reach them. We give them a digital highway. The digital highway we equip them to connect to the whole, not just on the Philippines, the whole world. This is the digital highway. Virtually, you can see, you can bring your business in virtual world. So that's the key role of the Converge now.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to Converge. Let's Talk flexiBIZness. I'm Addie, and I will be your host for today's very special event. Now, before we start with our program, I'd just like to remind everyone present in the Zoom to please rename yourselves in Zoom to your registered full names so we can identify you. Now, please be reminded as well to mute your microphones to avoid unnecessary noise during the program. Now, if any assistance is needed, you may chat with any of our co-hosts in the Zoom or simply type your questions in the chat box. Now, if you're all settled, then let's begin. Magandang hapon ulit sa inyong lahat. Sana ay nakakain na kayo ng lunch nyo. And I see that we have a lot of guests here with us today. And of course, we want to know, taga saan kaya ang ating mga guests ngayon? Kaya alamin natin yan. Mag-attendance check muna tayo. So type in the chat box kung taga saan ka at kung saan kilala o sikat ang lugar ninyo. Okay, so me, for example, I am actually originally from Dumaguete. And Dumaguete is known for so many things. We have dolphin watching, sandbar, we have Apple Island, you can swim with the turtles, o diba, ang dami. And then food, of course, we are known for Sans Rival, o diba? So there's so many things that Dumaguete is known for, and I really love going back there. Okay, so enough about me. How about you? Let us know in the comment section kung taga saan ka ba and kung saan kilala or sikat ang lugar ninyo. Okay, so let's see some of your comments. So we have Melanie from Bukidnon. Okay, we also have Mary from Atimon and Quezon. Yes, but what are you known for? Oh, we have Riza from Bohol. So Chocolate Hills, Starshear Beaches. Oh, wow, ang dami. Yes, I love going to Bohol. Okay, so hello also to Gloria from Lawag City. And we have Alexander. And we have Jerilyn from Candon City, Ilocos Sur. Okay, great. So thank you very much. Thank you to all of your wonderful answers. Now, if you have noticed, every one of us has their own different answer as to what is popular in on our community. So for some, you know, it's the beaches, it's the hills. And also for others, it's also festivals and of course the food. But what is common among all these is that it is not fixed. So there will always be something new that emerges, new trends that develop as time marches on, as they say. Now, businesses today must now learn to adapt to these changes and know how to stay one step ahead of the trends and the competition. And with the proper knowledge and skills, one can easily learn the trends and analyze the competition. But to emerge on top requires something more. It requires the mindset of a champion and a challenger, one who was ready to succeed, to fail, and to bounce back. That is why today we are going to know more about taking PR to the next level, how and why PR is important for SMEs. So that is today's topic. So we also have a very special promo for today, where those who apply during today's event will get free installation service. O, diba? What a great deal. So interested applicants must fill out the application form and submit requirements within 7 days to avail of the free installation promo. So you guys must be part of the registration database to qualify. Now, for viewers who are interested to apply for Converge Internet, we will also be discussing more details later. So please express your intent to apply and ask your queries to our Converge representatives in our breakout session. And of course, we are also going to have a raffle draw where we will be giving away lots and lots of prizes. So for today, we will be giving away 1,000 worth of Lazada vouchers to one lucky winner. Isn't that exciting? And on top of that, we will also be giving away a major prize of 3,000 worth of Lazada vouchers for one lucky winner. Kaya abangan nyo yan mamaya. So we also have a feedback form that we encourage everyone to answer in the latter part of the program. Now, those who will fill out this form will get a chance to win 1,000 worth of Lazada vouchers. And remember that substance is key. So only the feedback with substance will be qualified for this giveaway. So don't forget to put some thought into the form when you submit it at the end of the program. And also, we are on Facebook, so don't forget to like and follow our Facebook page. That's Converge for SME for more business tips and updates. And now, to officially welcome all of you, let us give a virtual round of applause to the SME Trade Marketing and Business Development Manager, Mr. Chot Camacho.
Hello. Good afternoon sa lahat. Adi, thank you very much for that very nice welcome. But before I start, I'd just like to greet some of our participants today. I'd like to say hi to to Alejandre Zuleta and Bonifacio Samontina of Uyekyong Elementary School in San Andres. Also to Miss Julie Ann Gagtan of Manang's Lutong Bahay in Ilocos Sur. Also, Maria Christine Saga of Zaga Real Estate Services dito po sa Mandaue, Cebu. Miss Nida Coral of Five Holy Founders Learning Center Incorporated sa Tacloban. And also, Liza Partisala of the Department of Education in Iloilo. Miss Eliza Rustia of the Rural Bank of Angeles in Victoria. Mr. Abe Erazo of Lemery National High School. And lastly, Miss Risa Boncato of Patriz RTW Shop. All right. So again, thank you for joining us today. This Let's Talk FlexiBiz natin, we have this every twice a month where we share some insights and tips for our SMEs. And of course, we also share the importance of connectivity. Now, after this session, when you join with Converge, you of course get the 5,000 pesos off your installation service. And aside from that, we also learn a lot of things to help the SME business. And today, we have a very interesting topic. Yan po is yung PR or public relations for SME and how it can help you and grow this business. And aside from that, we have some games. Our host, Adi here, is a very beautiful and engaging host, so hindi kayo mabobore dito. So again, for our head, Mr. Eldridge Blue Aldridge, I'd like to welcome all the participants today, and I hope you enjoy and hope you learn something. And lastly, I hope that you join the Converge family. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much, Sir Chot, for that very kind and insightful introduction. And now that we have heard from our SME Trade Marketing and Business Development Manager, we have something to show you to officially introduce how Converge Business can help our SMEs. Everyone, let's watch this.
Introducing Converge flexiBIZ. Be in control with your daily connection needs for maximum productivity. With its time-of-day technology, you can boost your connectivity when you need it the most. Customize your connection's performance to fit your business needs. Have it at an all-time peak, or adjust speeds during hours of the day, whatever your business needs to support. Enjoy value for your money with a budget-friendly, reliable, and flexible package made for you. No data cap. Stream on pure fiber connection that you deserve.
This is perfect to manage our costs, especially if business is picking up.
Another thing that this pandemic has become an advantage on our end is it accelerated the need for this technology.
This is the kind of customized service that could turn trying times into thriving ones.
It is a worthy investment because it is made for us, for you.
Converge flexiBIZ. It's time to take control. Contact us to know more.
Wow, what a great video. And now it is time to learn more on taking PR to the next level. So how and why PR is important for SMEs. Now, to provide us with the knowledge and power to succeed, let us welcome our guest, the Head of Marketing Communications, Retail and E-Commerce of Canon Philippines, Ms. Anvi Factora.
Yeah, thank you very much, Adi. So just checking if my audio is clear. Okay, so yeah, so again, good afternoon, everyone, and I'm super excited and very happy to share with you guys now the importance of PR, or basically public relations. So into any other business venture, I know you guys have been different experts. You guys are, I've been seeing some people are coming from different industries: education, internet, new media or social media and the likes. And I think the role of PR is very important, especially for SMEs. So for this session, I'd like to share with you brilliant basics and also some nuggets of truth and how you guys can take advantage of public relations as a key way for you to promote your business and to scale it up further. So again, good afternoon, everyone. So what you will be learning from today are three very important things. Number one, the good PR. It's basically 5 brilliant basics of public relations and and different essentials on how startups and SMEs can take advantage of it. Second is the bad PR, or basically why negative publicity is still bad for your business in the long term, especially if you're scaling. And then syempre, the third one is basically the PR that you need, which is very, very important at this day and age. And of course, these are practical things that you can do to make sure that everything goes well when it comes to your executions. Okay, so hold on. I'm just checking how I can remove the screen. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so again, why PR is good, sorry, hold on. Okay. Okay, so insight number one is basically, as an SME, you have a special power when it comes to PR. So that means that a lot of people love the underdog story, diba? So alam niyo yung story about Pickup Coffee. Right now, they're one of the SMEs that is currently in the verge of scaling up and also challenging different market leaders. So in principle, the idea of them is that they are competing. It's like a David and Goliath concept. So they are scaling up super fast, and they are offering high quality coffee, diba? That different people can like, would love, and of course would definitely enjoy. So how do they take advantage, no, of this? Definitely they are competing with the likes of multinationals, di ba, na mga coffee brands, no, si brand S, si brand C, and so on and so forth. All of these brands are basically key to the success of the entire industry. But again, as an SME, you guys have the underdog card, so to speak. No? So how do they take advantage of PR? So if you guys would notice, going to the next slide, basically they are creating a story, no? Serving quality coffee starting at 50 pesos and nothing over 100 pesos. Diba? So if you see how they create that story overall and take advantage of this story being communicated, of course, to different media channels, it is equally important that this kinds of story goes out into the, I don't know, into the public. Because again, when we are in the digital world, no? So a lot of us read different articles, news stories, and a lot of these things are circulating online. So the best way for you to really take advantage of PR is to have stories outside, no, being published by reporters, journalists, and different media practitioners. So that's insight number one. Insight number two that I wanted to share with you guys is basically SMEs always put a personal touch in doing business. I think you guys will all agree with me, no? When we talk about personal touch, when we are starting our business, and even if it's set up into the right foundation, we are really putting truthfulness, no, and being personal and doing everything that we do in doing business. So again, we all know that people admire brands that shows genuine authenticity, di ba? So mahilig tayo dun sa mga brands that are true, di ba? Yung talagang they are hashtag no filter. They try as much as possible to add value to you guys, but at the same time, they are being relevant. So one example is basically Colorette. So they've been also into the lifestyle slash cosmetics industry. And if you guys notice, their brand story has been very unique. They really scaled up very fast into the during the pandemic. But their story is about actually Filipino beauty, no? Overall Filipino beauty, and how they took this as an example moving forward in highlighting their basically their North Star, or yung parang pinaka head honcho nila, or the CEO or the president. So how do they take advantage of stories like this? Is definitely they introduce who the leader is, no, who's the CEO is, which is basically Nina Bison, no, and how they were able to build that story behind her. Diba? So again, at the advent of technology, digital, PR remains to be a very, very important function that a lot of you guys, no, SMEs, startups, can take advantage and not spend too much. No, it's basically spending almost zero to nothing, no, to create an impact for PR. Okay. Insight number three, like what I've mentioned, also SMEs are very flexible in dealing with partners and clients. No, I'm sure you guys are right now, no, in the process of doing a lot of recalibration, refinement, and also flexibility, just to make sure that you win both hearts of your customers and your partners. So I think, no, we're invited by, of course, by Converge. So one of the key things right now into the digital space is that a lot of brands take advantage of accessibility, and it's equally important, no, regardless of where you are and how you do business. I think connection and connectivity is very, very key to us. So again, one perfect example is how Picaru does their business. So when they do their business, they try to not just win the customer's heart, but also to win different partners, customers and also their partners' hearts by adding value to them. Okay, so how do they take advantage of PR into their storytelling? So again, it's really a process, how they tell the story of creating a better normal that empowers Filipino retailers. Diba? So again, these are kinds of stories that are worth sharing, and it's also the kind of stories that a lot of media practitioners, journalists, would be love to understand and how you go about it. And I'm sure with the 100 plus participants that we have right now online, a lot of you guys have your own unique stories. And later on, I wanted to share these stories with you guys, how you can take advantage of that. Okay. no, insight number 4, and I think this is very, very important. So please take note. So I think based on my exposure, SMEs are highly considered as experts, equally important experts as multinationals, in my personal view. Because again, you guys are thought leaders in your respective fields. And I think one of which is another startup. They are, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tier 1 Entertainment. They are an esports company. They started as a talent management and influencer management. Right now, they're scaling, branching out, no, and also doing a lot of community engagements and a lot of PR, public relation efforts to promote the primary business, basically the Tier 1 company, but also scaling up further and supporting also one of the trends when it comes to digital connectivity, diba? Yung Mobile Legends, diba? We're equally intertwined with the current situation that we are experiencing, and we've been seeing also them as an expert when it comes to, again, no, curriculum. So who would have thought that esports or gaming can be part of a curriculum in school? They actually partnered with one school, no, which is basically Lyceum of the Philippines, to have the first college degree in esports. So siguro mga 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or even 20 years ago, no, hindi natin to nakikita. But again, this is where it's shaping up, no? This is where technology is happening. And again, the story that you have as a company is equally important to get that PR impact and results, so that journalists, media practitioners would be able to publish your story. Okay? Sige. Number 5, no, insight number 5. So again, startups and SMEs are innovative and very authentic. So in doing good PR, genuineness and truthfulness should be, no, always top priority. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with the company. They're also a startup. They are called Shoppertainment, but Shoppertainment actually is a concept ever since wherein you can be shopping and having entertainment. So ano kasi siya, shopping and entertainment, kaya siya pinag-combine ng Shoppertainment. So we all know that it is very, very important to have very reliable connectivity, no, when you're doing these kinds of business, diba? Sa mga online, digital, it's very important. But what's important beyond that is that you also try to tell the things that you do, no, to improve your current service, the things that you offer, no. So in this case, it was picked up by, of course, Manila Bulletin, wherein they talk about their lifestyle studio. Diba? Who would have thought na may ganun palang tawag, lifestyle studio? So again, no, a lot of these things really impact public relations. But the bigger question later on, I think you guys would be asking is, Sir Anvi or Anvi, mahal ba yung public relations, or can we do PR in the most effective way possible? And I'd like to show this quick video for you guys to learn and see how you can take advantage of PR even with no budget, no? So hold on, let me quickly just share this one.
Netizens can't seem to get over a pricey dipper or tabo. In a Facebook post by a Japanese retail store, Muji sells the typical Filipino bat dipper for about 365 pesos. It says its tabo has a clean and simple design, and that its handle makes it easier to scoop water.
Sikat sa internet ang naglalabas ang memes tungkol sa tabo o water dipper. Ayon din sa isang pag-aaral, kung ikukumpara naman sa paggamit ng shower, only 365 pesos and comes with
Yun. So, kung nakita nyo, di ba? Sabi ko nga, they didn't spend anything.
Makakatipid ka talaga sa Lazada 5-5 Brand Saver Sale. Dahil may patong-patong na discounts na pwede brands. Plus, may fast and free shipping pa. Check out na from May 5 to 9.
Yun. So, basically, if you guys notice, di ba? So, sabi ko nga, they are technically in the process of making sure that you take advantage of PR. Diba? So again, they didn't spend anything. The only expense that they have was the man hours of doing Photoshop dun sa tabo na yun. And it went viral and it went a lot of publication noticed it and they become very creative about it. No? So again, I would always say this, no? If you are very creative, you have the right formula, PR would really work best for you. Okay, so the PR that you need to avoid. No, so number one, like what I've mentioned, is that you have to try as much as possible to avoid things related to politics, related to gender equality or culture, religion. No? So, and also mga trying to take advantage on different social trends to potentially gain business. No? So again, this is just some examples, no, of trying to be creative, but also it was a double-edged sword, no? So you try as much as possible to avoid those topics, which in return, again, no, allowed them to somehow do a public apology and, of course, no, be mindful moving forward. So again, when you're doing PR, you have to always make sure that you take PR seriously because it's a double-edged sword that it could help you with a lot of things, but at the same time, you also be reactive moving forward, no, especially in very sensitive topics. And maybe going to my last slide, no, about the presentation, I just wanted to share with you the PR that you guys need. It's simple. It's you have to promote your personal brand. Of course, no, you have to tell the CEO story and you have to tell the person's story who is behind the company and also your product story. Having this formula combo together would really work wonders for you guys. So again, I hope you guys did learn something, a thing or two. I'd love to open the floor later on. No, if you guys have, I'm sure you have some questions, you want to check on things, I'd love to answer them. So going back to Adi.
Thank you very much, Andy, for that very informative talk. And of course, I'd like to encourage everyone to raise questions later for anyone who has questions about what our speaker just talked about. We actually have a Q&A segment later on, so save your questions for that time. All right. And you know what? With the talk of Andy, it was really great. You know, I think the authenticity really of your brand will really come out, especially when you yourself are the ones who really come out with the PR campaigns and everything. And I think that's really what resonated with me the most with Andy's talk, all the different examples, really great examples, by the way. Like, these are brands that we all saw develop. They've really grown from homegrown brands to really, really big local brands as well. So I think it's really great how PR really did project them in that light as well. So I think that one was really great. So now that we have heard from Andy, it is now time for us to stretch our backs and relax with a game. So I'm sure you are all very, very excited to play the game. Actually, if you were early to this event, you would have actually had some practice time with this game. So this game is called Kahoot. All right, so let me just go through the mechanics. So all you have to do is to go to the website kahoot.it on your device, enter the unique game pin that we will be showing on the screen, and we will also be putting the unique game pin on the chat box as well. So it's there already. So that's kahoot.it, and then the game pin is down there as well. So then next, you'll create a username using your complete name. So complete name meaning your first name and then your last name. Okay? This is very, very important. Kasi kung nanalo kayo, tapos first name lang yun nandyan, hindi namin alam kung kanino namin bibigay yung prize. Alright? So once again, when you put in your name, don't forget to put your first name and your last name. Okay. Now, once all of you have joined the game, it will begin with a countdown. So all you have to do is to answer the questions on your device within the given time limit. I believe you have 30 seconds for each question, but of course, the faster you answer, the higher your points. So points are awarded for correct answers, and the player with the highest scores at the end of the game wins. Actually, we are going to pick the top 3 highest scores will be the winners for this game. And also during the game, you can see your rank and score on the leaderboard displayed after each question. Okay, so here's a little hint. So some of these questions and answers are actually related, of course, to Converge and are relevant to the topic of today's event. And also, the faster you answer correctly, the higher your points. Okay, and now for our prizes, it will be 3 winners. So we will have 3 lucky winners who will receive 500 pesos worth of Lazada vouchers each. All right. So as I can see that some of you have already joined. Okay. So we'll wait for everyone else to join. Remember what we said earlier. Please use your first name and your last name. So the ones who only have one name, if nanalo kayo, medyo mahihirapan kami to know who you really are, and we won't know where to give your prize. All right. So the ones who don't have a first name and last name, please put your first name and your last name as your username. Okay, great. So more and more people are joining. Okay, so while waiting, I just like to remind everyone that all you have to do is to go to kahoot.it and then enter the unique game pin that we shared in the chat box, and it's also flashing on screen right now. So the game pin is 6964645. All right. So go to kahoot.it and then put in the game pin and then put your first name and your last name as the username. All right. I hope that's clear. Okay. It seems like a lot of people are joining. I'm sure you're all very excited. You know, if you listen to our speaker, I'm sure you're going to get really high score here. Okay, so we have a lot joining. I still see some usernames that are just the first name. So if you could please put your first name and your last name so that if ever you win, we know your first name and your last name. Okay. So once again, to join, all you have to do is to go to kahoot.it and then you enter the game pin. All right. Okay, and once you have the game pin, please enter your first name and your last name as your username. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we are still waiting for more to join. If you want to join our game, all you have to do is to go to kahoot.it, tapos lagay nyo lang yung game pin, that's 6964645. Tapos lagay nyo rin yung username nyo, so that's your first name, tsaka yung last name nyo. Alright, so please, that's very important. Kailangan first name tsaka last name para if nanalo kayo, alam na alam namin yung first name and last name nyo, makikita namin sa guest list. Okay? All right. So I hope you're all joining. Let us know in the chat box if you have some problems joining. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we'll give you all 1 more minute to join our game. Okay? So far, madami ng participants sa ating Kahoot game. But of course, we are waiting for more. You have 1 more minute. Once again, all you have to do is to go to kahoot.it. We actually linked it here on the chat box, so you can click that link and then you can enter our game pin. That's 6964645. All right, so once you enter the game pin, they will ask you for your username. Yung username nyo po is your first name plus your last name, okay? Hindi lang first name. Okay, so first name and last name, yung lalagay natin sa ating username. Ayan. Daming sumasali. So we have Melanie, Dylan. Okay, so let's see. Let's check. Wow, ang daming to join. Okay, so we have Ray, Kasugid, Omias, Melanie Dyron. Wow, ang gaganda ng mga pangalan nyo. So we have Mary here. Okay, Mary. What is your whole name, Mama Mary? Please put your first name and your last name. We also have Pepin and Lillian. Please put your last name as well. Okay, so we're giving you, there's a few more seconds left, so you can all join. Okay, let's see. You know, this is a very fun game. I'm sure you're all going to enjoy. All right. Okay, everyone. So let us begin the game. Okay, let us start. Let's play Kahoot. So let us bring out the countdown. All right. Remember, everyone, the faster you answer, the higher your score. Okay, so let's see question number 1. How and why? Oh, no, that's the topic. Okay, here's the countdown. Here's the first question. What do people not love about PR? Is it inclusiveness? Is it authenticity? Is it exploitative? Or is it truthfulness? So which of these are not loved by people about PR? You have 10 seconds left to put your answer, and then we will see who is leading in our leaderboard. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. The answer is exploitative. All right, so 22 of you got this. Let's see our leaderboard. And so far, the one with the highest score is Eva Bernabe. Wow, congratulations. Let's see with our next question if anyone else can become number 1. So the next question is, blank are highly considered as experts. Is it influencers, producers, SMEs, or employees? Oh, this was actually mentioned by our speaker earlier. Okay, so let's see. So please put all your answers in the Kahoot app. Answers in the chat box sadly are not considered. So please join the Kahoot game so you can place your answers. And the answer is SMEs. All right. So let's see who is the new number 1. Oh, so we have Erica Salvador. Wow. 5 points. So the next question is, what is one of the reasons why PR is good for SMEs? Okay, just one of the reasons. Is it SMEs are insensitive to cultural, social, or political issues? Is it SMEs posting misleading or dishonest messaging? Is it SMEs always put a personal touch in doing business? Or SMEs campaigns are not well planned and executed? So we're looking for the reason why PR is good for SMEs. Okay, and the answer is SMEs always put a personal touch in doing business. All right, so that's the correct answer. So here's our leaderboard. Wow, so we have Christian Marza. You're number 1 up to now. Okay, so let's see. The next question is, people love what kind of story? Is it underdog stories, fictional stories, slice of life stories, or romantic stories? So let's see. Which of these stories is what people love the most? So let's see. Underdog, fictional, slice of life, or romantic? So this is also something mentioned by our speaker earlier. And the answer is underdog stories. That's so true. So let's see who is in our leaderboard. And the number 1, oh, it's Christian Marza. Wow, 3,763 points. Let's see our next question. Okay. Oh, you can select multiple answers. Okay. What are the 2 top priorities for good PR? So we are looking for 2 answers: genuineness, inconsistency, truthfulness, or insensitivity. So what are the top 2 priorities for good PR? Genuineness, inconsistency, truthfulness, or insensitivity? So which of these 2? So you have to pick 2 answers. Okay, and the answer is genuineness and truthfulness. Okay, so let's see. Who is number one? Who is still Christian Marza? Wow. Okay, so let's see. Our next question is, okay, so this is second to the last question. What is not bad PR? Is it inconsistent messaging across communication channels, failing to respond to negative feedback or concerns, taking advantage of social trends for potential business gains, or incorporating unique ideas? So what is not bad PR? All right, so pick between these four options. You have 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let us see. The answer is incorporating unique ideas. Wow. Okay, so let's see who is in our leaderboard. Wow, so we have a new number one. We have Dennis Estocado. Okay, so let's see our next question, please. So this is the last and final question, and it is, you can give multiple answers. So what is the PR that you need? Okay, so pick 2 answers. Is it your fictional story, your personal brand, your product story, or your autobiography? So between all these choices, which 2 are the PR types that you need? Fictional story, personal brand, product story, or autobiography? 3, 2, 1, and let's see. The answers are product story and personal brand. Okay, so let's see who our winners are. Remember that the top 3 actually win our prizes. Okay, so in third place, we have Bonifacio Samon. In second place, we have Christine Saga. And in first place, we have Dennis Estocado. Congratulations to all of our 3 winners. All of you each get Lazada vouchers worth 500 pesos each. Wow. Okay, wow, that's very, very exciting. So congratulations to the winners of our game. I hope that all of you were really freshened up by our game. Thank you very much to everyone for participating. And remember that we also have a very special promo for today. For those who apply during today's event, will get free installation service. O, diba? What a great deal. So interested applicants must fill out the application form and submit requirements within 7 days to avail of the free installation promo. So you must be part of the registration database to qualify. Now, for viewers who are interested to apply for Converge Internet, we will also be discussing more details later sa ating breakout session. So please express your intent to apply and ask your queries to our Converge representatives in our breakout session. Also, a reminder that we have a feedback form that we encourage everyone to answer after the program. Remember that the one with the winning feedback gets to win 1,000 worth of Lazada vouchers. Wow. And stay tuned for the raffle after the breakout session because we still have 5,000 total worth of Lazada vouchers to be given away later on. Kaya abangan nyo yan mamaya. Also, don't forget that we are on Facebook. You can like and follow our Facebook page, that's Converge for SME, for more business tips and updates. And again, I'd like to remind everyone present in Zoom to please rename yourselves in Zoom to your registered full name so we can recognize you. Please be reminded as well to mute your microphone to avoid unnecessary noise during the program. Now, if you need any assistance with this, you may chat with any of our co-hosts in the Zoom or simply type your questions in the chat box. All right? So let us hear stories naman from our satisfied customers of how Converge really helped boost their business.
Today si Rosalie Atwell, ang akong bana si Dennis Atwell as a owner of A&L Printing Services. Siyempre, start namin is prayers na maintain na guide mini guide na okay ang among business, good connection sa mga customers.
Good connection sa internet kay ang among business man good, rely siya on internet connection.
mahatag na mo na satisfied ang customer sa among mga services. Especially itong time na naga-data lang wala may internet connection. First, na mo sa business is nagagamit pa lang siya data.
Mas gwapo po siya kung stable ang internet yun kay kunwari na ay i-print nagikan sa internet tapos usahay labo na pagpawala-wala ang internet murag kuan jud siya kanang lisod siya kay nakatry na mi sa other mawala-wala siya moto pag adto sa customer wala internet so mulakaw ra po siya balik.
Tapos ang kasaganan na ginagamit sama sa customer is via email tapos Facebook, Messenger kaya kailangan din naman niya na siya internet connection na
sorry.
Sa karon nakita gyud naman sa Converge na okay siya. So 100% gyud naman siya na i-promote kay actually naga-promote na gyud mi sa sa mo ang business kay one time namo gyud mga customer mga tana uy paspas lagi yung internet connection sa inyong ginagamit tapos nakapiso wifi pa mi so ato na mo sa customer na ay Converge lang mong gamit tapos wag ka man ato sila okay ba ang connection dagat sila mga question kung ma'am wala dyan sa pagduha-duha okay ang connection sa Converge kay makita man nimo naka Netflix pa mi naka Facebook, Google or kanang YouTube oo na yung piso wifi kay itong start sa pandemic na na mo na mas hinay although hinay siya pero nakita na mo na naga-improve ang iyang mga sales so okay siya na makita na mo na okay ang iyang mga services niya. ANL Printing Services, we are all SME.
Thank you very much, ANL Printing Services. And I'm sure marami sa inyo may mga questions for all the information presented today. So that is why we are now going to proceed with our Q&A session. So you may type in your questions in our chat box. And if you have any queries, now is the time to ask them. And of course, for the segment, we will have our speaker back on screen to answer all of your questions. So let's welcome back Mr. Anvi. Hi, Anvi.
Hey, thank you, Adi. So,
okay, great. Are you ready for all our questions?
Yes, very excited.
Okay, great. So the first one is there assurance that an SME will have good PR if it rides along a viral or social trend?
Okay, so thank you, Adi, for the question. Basically, there is no assurance. I think in any PR activity or marketing activity for that matter, there is no assurance of virality, but there is high chance if you do it properly. If you know the brilliant basics, if you know the good foundation of a great PR story, and at the same time, I think the power of PR is about timeliness and also great storytelling. So that makes your story have a higher chance of virality. So if you guys notice, yung example ko kanina, di ba? It's about the tabo. Diba? So tabo lang siya. If that story came out maybe 2 weeks after or a month after, there is a high probability that it will not be picked up by media or it will not be picked up by the journalists. So again, preparation is key, but more importantly, preparation is king, story is queen. Okay. So I think may other questions, but yeah, Adi.
Yeah, really great advice, actually. So it really depends on how you do it exactly when you release it. So there's a lot of different factors that come into making something really viral. Okay, so we have a question from Colleen. So what can a company build and maintain a positive public image in today's fast-paced and increasingly digital environment? It's a very interesting question.
Yeah, thank you, Colleen, for the question. I think a company can build and maintain a positive public image by being very observant into the industry and to the business, and also understanding further the customers and community that it belongs to. So, because right now we are like what you guys mentioned. It was mentioned that we are in an increasingly fast digital environment, there are things such as AI, or artificial intelligence, and a lot of these things. For you to be to maintain a positive public image, I think you always have to be, you always have to think before you click, especially for those that are business owners and are very aggressive on social media. And it might be, you might have to always have a fresh eyes to look on certain content, especially if it's if you're going towards a more conservative route, diba? If you're very conservative, make sure that you still deliver the message, the rightfulness, the truthfulness of it, and of course the timeliness of it. But if you're going a little bit of extreme, no, you're going para kang nagte-trendja, and para kang you take advantage on social situations or mga certain updates. You just have to make sure that it's, number one, there are people that also reads it, no, and wala kang na-offend. And then, syempre, most importantly, if you're capable, or if you're capable to have like legal advice or counsel, or at least have someone who is knowledgeable about public reputation, have a check on it lang, para lang sure. Because again, no, whatever you, with the power of digital right now, whatever you post online can easily be shared, can easily be screenshot, di ba? Whatever you post online is actually there forever. Lalo na pagka siya, no, medyo issue-driven. A lot of Filipinos usually use that the screenshot and then i-repost na nila. And then little that you know, it's harming the organization that you currently have already. So yeah.
Yeah, that's actually very true. Like it just takes one screenshot, one comment, and then everything can just come crashing down, right? So those are really, really great tips. And speaking of tips, so our next question is, what are the basic tips in creating a PR campaign? So I think this is more of, if you're a beginner, you've never really done a PR campaign, what is a good way to approach this?
Okay, 3 things. Just take note. Number one is to identify the right story that you want to share. No, for it's like what I've mentioned. The brilliant basics of PR should be about storytelling. That's number one. Number two is basically timeliness. The power of public relation always comes on timeliness. And of course, lastly, relationship. When I say relationship, this could be relationship with the media, relationship with journalists, diba? I think even mga content creators right now, no, if you guys like run a small printing business, katulad ng case study natin kanina sa Converge, diba? If they run small printing business, I think the power of content creators and also not just media practitioners really is a good hybrid approach when it comes to public relations, no? And with the advent of technology, internet, and everything in between, PR has also evolved into a certain degree, covering not just traditional media, your news, your broadsheets, your local publications, but also now the web, no? Even certain platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and even TikTok, di ba? A lot of us maybe get information online as well dito sa mga social media platforms na to. So I think the basic is, again, great storytelling. Second, timeliness. And then third is build relationship with media and content creators.
Wow, that's a tall list to do for when we start our PR. But yeah, I think that's something that definitely anyone can really do. I'm definitely, the approach will be different, but those are good tips, especially if you put them all together, you can really create an effective PR campaign as well. So we have another question from Kesha, like the singer. Is PR only done online? How about other SMEs who don't have social media presence or low social media engagement?
Okay, so again, PR, like what I've mentioned, it's both hybrid right now. Traditionally, it is actually anchored on mga broadsheets, publications, and even yung mga news, no, mga primetime news natin, and other things. So it's not just social media, but rather it is a good complement of both social media and traditional media, no? And that has been a good leverage for SMEs and also for startups, because you guys can leverage on the power of online. So lalo na kung yung business mo is heavily invested online, then the more that you have to have PR online, because again, the people that would search on the Google search would definitely look into the business that are good, diba? And they usually look for reviews, they look for write-ups, they look for stories. No? So it's not just social media or online. No? So ang sabi niya kasi is other SMEs merong follow through, no?
Low social engagement.
Yeah, or other SMEs who doesn't have, how about other SMEs doesn't have social media, low social media engagement? It's normal, no? I think with the algorithm of the different platforms of social media, no, it works differently. And it's a whole different topic altogether. But what will make your story come out would be, again, like what I've mentioned, strong storytelling, and syempre yung relationship mo with the journalists, with the media practitioners, and also the content creators. Kasi again, PR is again relationship based, no? And it's one way for you to get the story out there if you have relationship with the creators or the story or the story publishers, so to speak. No? So even so you have a low social media presence, but engagement, but you have very good relationship with media gatekeepers, there is a high possibility that your story will be out or will be published.
But how about the ones who do have low social media engagement? What would you suggest for them? Like, what would be a good PR campaign that they can target?
Okay, for those who have very good social media presence,
for the ones with low
with low social media engagements, the best way for you to do is to really maybe revisit the type of content that you do. Kasi minsan the content that you do are not connecting to the audience, diba? So maybe number one, you have to revisit the kind of content that you do. Is it really attracting? Second is you have to also maybe tweak a little bit of the tone. Baka minsan nag-English ka pero yung mga katrabaho mo pala dapat ay mga audience or customer mo pala Tagalog dapat yung ginagamit mong language. So you tweak a little bit of the tone. And then siguro third, a little bit on the creative side is also check on the design, di ba? Minsan kasi yung design also speaks, the design should speak for itself. So if you notice in PR, those are very important things na you have to really take note and understand kasi it goes back to the entire storytelling and packaging of all those messages that you send to the customers or to your target publics in a matter that it resonates to them genuinely. No? So again, yun yung key term. When you think of PR, it always has to be authentic and genuine stories. Okay.
Yes, that makes total sense. Actually, I think a good way to look at it also is what would you as a consumer want to see as well? What would engage with you? What would make you want to support this brand? I think that's a good way to look at it as well. Oh, so we have a question from Aliyah. Very interesting question. What should SMEs do if they ever experience PR backlash?
Yeah, this is very interesting question. So thank you, Aliyah, for this one. This is a very interesting question because PR backlash happens in small, medium, large corporations. No? So the first thing that you have to do is to really be prepared. No, in businesses, PR backlash, or we call it PR issues and crisis, no, always happen. It's just a matter of when, how, and how's the impact and gravity of it. No? So what should SMEs do if they experience PR backlash is, again, number one, assess the situation. Once you're able to assess the situation, you have to understand how will you address it. No? You have to address it in both short term and also long term. No? So short term impact muna, either you have to acknowledge that there is a mistake that happened, and you have to tell them truthfully that there is a mistake that happened, and you have to arrange certain things. No? It could be in a form of public apology, it could be in a form of official statement, and so on and so forth. No? Long term, definitely you have to address the situation and how will you as an SME or as a company will be supporting this backlash, will be avoiding this backlash moving forward in a more long-term perspective. Now, so say, for example, if there are things that happen currently, so what's the immediate action And then what's the long-term action that you will have to do? So the long-term action will definitely define your organization and how relevant you are gonna be moving forward to the different audience that you're currently speaking to. No, so again, people again, like what I've mentioned, everything is in the internet. They can easily search what happened, and then they can always go back and tell you that this situation happened. So if you don't do something about it, it's going to be a bigger problem for you in the future. So the first thing that you have to do as an SME is to anticipate potential crisis, prepare for it, and then third, yun nga no, sa PR jargon is to do recovery plan moving forward.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. So hopefully our SMEs here would know what to do if ever that does happen.
I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean that's what you prepare for, right? You will do everything you can so that it doesn't happen. But if it does, I mean it's not the end of the world, right? You can
Yes.
always recover. There's always something that can be done. So don't worry too much if ever that does happen to you. Okay, so we're actually down to our last question. So how can SMEs communicate differently from their competitors?
Yun. I think number one that you have to really do is brand awareness, no? Or personally basically company awareness or self-awareness, because you have to do two things to communicate differently from your competitor. No? You have to understand how they communicate first. Is that the way that you also want to communicate, or you have to differentiate yourself? That is something that you have to define. However, on the flip side, no, what you have to do is to be very self-aware. What are the key strengths that you want to tell the public, the media, and also different story publishers of how unique your company is? So, like what I've mentioned, there are the PR that you need is simple. It could be about the leader of the company. You can tell an interesting story about the leader, and also the product, no, the product story that you want to share. But again, ang pinaka-importanting part lang there is that you have to always make sure that whatever formula works best for you, you just have to continue creating more stories about it, being creative in pitching stories. And syempre, no, most importantly, is that you have to really be, you have to always be on the go and coming up with great PR stories. It could be a story about partnerships. It could be a story about innovation. It could be a story about market performance. No, there's a lot of story message, key messages and story pillars that you can work into. But as a basic, I think the leadership story is a very good story anchor already, and also your unique product story. I think those are two very good things that you can do already to differentiate from the competitor, because I'm sure there are different backgrounds of different leaders of a company, small, medium, or large. And also there is a different story of each product. It's how you make the stories unique and of course, no, parang interesting to the publications, so you get a higher chance to have it published.
Okay, great. Really great advice. And definitely, I think it's good also to see what your competitors are doing and then figure out how you can be different as opposed to what they've been doing so far. All right, so that was actually our last question. So Anve, if you have any last tips for everyone before we close the session.
Yeah, thank you, Adi. So again, I'd like to thank, of course, the entire Converge team, no, for coming up with great webinars like this to help SMEs to really be equipped, no, on different topics that you guys need. I think this kind of topic is a little bit different, so to speak. But again, no, thank you for Converge for allowing this kinds of talk to really happen and also explain to you guys. And the beauty of this talk is connectivity. Yeah. So I am miles away from different people, but with very strong connections, I think, and right, of course, the right topics. I'm sure you guys would be really doing well in your business venture. So I hope everyone learned a thing or two this afternoon, and I hope you guys will be doing much better in your different business ventures very soon. So my last tip is, again, if you want to venture in PR, you always remember that good PR is doing good stories, telling it uniquely in a most extraordinary way possible. So again, thank you, Adi, and thank you also to the entire Converge team for this invitation.
Thank you very much, Anve. All right, so that wraps up our Q&A segment. So thank you very much for joining us. So we are now going to move on to our breakout sessions. And with this, we have our facilitators to lead each breakout room. So we have our representatives here who will be answering your queries today. So feel free to ask questions as we put each of you in your respective breakout rooms. So we will now invite you to your breakout rooms. Please accept the invitation that pops up on your screen and proceed by clicking join. If you missed the prompt, just look for the breakout session icon below and click on the room you would like to join. When the time is up, we will be closing all the breakout rooms and you will automatically be brought back here to our main room. And right after the breakout session, don't leave yet because we will be raffling off some prizes. So you can be one of our lucky winners, all right? So is that clear? Okay, I'm sure you're all excited for the breakout session. So let us start our breakout sessions and I will see all of you back here in our main room after your breakout session. So enjoy the breakout sessions, everyone.
When I need motivation, my one solution is my queen, cause she stays strong. Yeah, yeah. She is always in my corner, right there when I wanna. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone. They say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretty? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. She walks like a model. She grants my wishes like a genie in a bottle. Yeah, yeah, cause I'm the wizard of love, and I got the magic wand. All these other girls are tempting, but I'm empty when you're gone. And they say, do you need me? Do you think I'm pretty? Do I make you feel like cheating? I'm like, no, not really, cause oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. She gives me love and affection. Baby, did I mention you're the only girl for me? No, I don't need a next one. Mama loves you too. She thinks I made the right selection. Now all that's left to do is just for me to put the question. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. She is always right there when I need her.
I guess for now you've got the last laugh.
I'm sorry if I seem uninterested. No, I'm not listening. No, I'm indifferent. Truly, I ain't got no business here. But since my friends are here, I just came to kick it. But really, I would rather be at home all by myself, not in this room with people who don't even care about my well-being. I don't dance, don't ask. I don't need a boyfriend, so you can't go back. Please enjoy your party, I'll be here. Somewhere in the corner under clouds of marijuana with this boy who's hollering I can hardly hear. Over this music I don't listen to, and I don't wanna get with you, so tell my friends that I'll be over here. with this. An antisocial pessimist, but usually I don't mess with this. And I know you mean only the best. And your intentions aren't to bother me, but honestly I'd rather be somewhere with my people. We can kick it and just listen to some music with the message like we usually do. And we'll discuss our big dreams, how we plan to take over the planet. So pardon my manners, I hope you'll understand that I'll be here. Not there in the kitchen with the girl who's always gossiping about her friends. Oh, tell them I'll be here. Right next to the boy who's throwing up cause he can't take what's in his cup no more. Oh God, why am I here? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, oh yeah, and I can't wait till we can break up out of here. Later congregating next to the refrigerator, some girl talking about a hater, she ain't got none. How did it ever come to this? I should've never come to this. So holla at me, I'll be in the car when you're done. I'm standoffish, no one with your offering, and I'm done talking awfully. Sad it had to be that way. So tell my people when they're ready that I'm ready, and I'm standing by the TV with my beanie low. Yo, I'll be over here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, oh yeah, and I can't wait till we can break up out of here.
Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only, all my life.
Take me on a date, I deserve a bait. And don't forget the flowers every anniversary. Cause if you treat me right, I'll be the perfect wife. Buying groceries, buying what you need. You got that 9 to 5, but baby so do I. So don't be thinking I'll be home and making up the pies. I never learned to cook, but I can ride a hook. Sing along with me, sing along with me. Hey, you gotta know how to treat me like a lady, even when I'm acting crazy. Tell me everything's alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only, all my life. Dear future husband, if you wanna get that special loving, tell me I'm beautiful each and every night. After every fight, just apologize, and maybe then I'll let you try and rock my body right. Even if I was wrong, you know I'm never wrong. Why disagree? Why disagree? Well, you gotta know how to treat me like a lady, even when I'm acting crazy. Tell me everything's alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only, all my life. Dear future husband, make time for me, don't leave me lonely, and I will never see your family more than mine. I'll be sleeping on the left side of the bed. Hey. Open doors for me and you might get some kisses. Don't have a dirty mind, just be a classy guy and buy me a ring. Buy me a ring. You gotta know how to treat me like a lady, even when I'm acting crazy. Tell me everything's alright. Dear future husband, here's a few things you need to know if you wanna be my one and only, all my life. Dear future husband, if you wanna get that special loving, tell
You used to call me on my. You used to. Yeah. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you started wearing less and going out more. Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor. Hanging with some girls I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you and me, we just don't get along. You made me feel like I did you wrong. Going places where you don't belong. Ever since I left the city, you got exactly what you asked for. Running out of pages in your passport. Hanging with some girls I've never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. These days, all I do is wonder if you're bending over backwards for someone else. Wonder if you're rolling up a backwards for someone else. Doing things I taught you getting nasty for someone else. You don't need no one else. You don't need nobody else. No. Why you never alone? Why you always touch a roll? Used to always stay at home, be a good girl. You was in the zone. Yeah. You should just be yourself. Right now you're someone else. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline blink, can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city,
but I watch us go round and round each time. You got that dream, daydream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like, and when we go crashing down, we come back every time. 'Cause we never go out of style, we never go out of style. You got that long hair slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl fade and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time. 'Cause we never go out of style, we never go out of style. So it goes. He can't keep his wild eyes on the road. Takes me home. Lights are off, he's taking off his coat. I say I heard, oh, that you've been out and about with some other girl, some other girl. He says what you heard is true, but I can't stop thinking about you. And I said I've been there too a few times. 'Cause you got that James Dean daydream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time. 'Cause we never go out of style, we never go out of style. You got that long hair slicked back, white t-shirt, and I got that good girl fade and a tight little skirt. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time. 'Cause we never go out, we never style, we never go out of style. Take me out, just take me out. Yeah, just take me out. Oh, you got that daydream look in your eye, and I got that red lip classic thing that you like. And when we go crashing down, we come back every time. We never go out of style, we never go out of style.
Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got the healing that I want, just like they say in the song. Till the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. We got this king size to ourselves, don't have to share with no one else. Don't keep your secrets to yourself. It's Kama Sutra show and tell. Yeah. Whoa. There's loving in your eyes that pulls me closer. It's so subtle, I'm in trouble, but I love to be in trouble with you. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got the healing that I want, just like they say in the song. Till the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got to give it up to me. I'm screaming mercy, mercy, please, just like they say in the song. Till the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on.
And when you leave me all alone, I'm like a stray without a home. I'm like a dog without a bone. I just want you for my home. I got to have you, babe. There's love in your eyes that pulls me closer.
It's so subtle, I'm in trouble, but I'd rather be in trouble with you. It's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Ooh, baby, I got that him that you want, yeah.
Like they say in the songs, on to the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. You got that healing that I want, just like they say in the song. Until the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on, babe. You got to give it up to me. I'm screaming mercy, mercy, please. Just like they say in the song. Until the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Just like they say in the song. Until the dawn, let's Marvin Gaye and get it on. Ooh. You got me sipping on something I can't compare to nothing I've ever known. I'm hoping that after this fever I'll survive. I know I'm acting a bit crazy, strung out a little bit hazy. Hand over heart, I'm praying that I'm gonna make it out alive. The bed's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so unclear. But I'm not alive until you call. And I'll bet the odds against it all. Save your advice, cause I won't hear. You might be right, but I don't care. There's a million reasons why I should give you up. But the heart wants what it wants. The heart wants what it wants. You got me scattered in pieces, shining like stars and screaming, lighting me up like Venus. But then you disappear and make me wait. And every second's like torture, heroin drip, no more. So finding a way to let go. Baby, baby, no, I can't escape. The bed's getting cold and you're not here. The future that we hold is so unclear. But I'm not alive until you call. And I'll bet the odds against it all. Save your advice, cause I won't hear. You might be right, but I don't care. There's a million reasons why I should give you up. But the heart wants what it wants. The heart Get your boy to his knees and repeat after me. Say, take a sip on the secret potion. I'll make you fall in love. For a spell that can't be broken. One drop should be enough. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. Take a sip on the secret potion. One taste and you'll be mine. It's a spell that can't be broken. It'll keep you up all night. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. All the girls on the block looking at my door. I got the recipe. Wanna know what it is? Make the boys want more. Now you belong to me. All the girls on the block looking at my door. I got the recipe. Wanna know what it is? Make the boys want more. Now you belong to me. Take a sip from a secret potion. I'll make you fall in love. For a spell that can't be broken. One drop should be enough. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. Take a sip from a secret potion. One taste and you'll be mine. It's a spell that can't be broken. It'll keep you up all night. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our main room. And thank you so much to our dear representatives for taking the time to join us today. Now, I hope you all learned a lot and enjoyed our breakout sessions. And now we have come to the most awaited part of our program, the raffle draw. All right, so here are the mechanics for our raffle draw. So you must be present here in our main room to qualify for the raffle. So if you see your name appear on screen as the winner, you may type here or present in the chat box so we can see you. Now, if not, we will have to redraw and pick a new possible winner. Okay? Clear na clear po ba yung ating mechanics? Okay? So, once you see your name appear on screen, that is when you will type in the chat box that you are here and you are present. Okay? Also, a reminder that your names in Zoom should be renamed to your registered full name so we can recognize you. Okay, so I won't keep you guys waiting any longer. Are you all ready for the raffle? Let me know in the chat box. I'm ready. Game na, Gina to. Let's do this. Let me know kung clear na clear po ang ating mechanics. Wow, okay, ang daming nagko-comment. Okay, all right, so let's start with the first one. So for this raffle draw, we are going to be giving away 1,000 worth of Lazada vouchers to one lucky winner. Okay, I'm sure you're all excited, so let's bring out the wheel. Ayan, we have a wheel. All of your names are here, so let's see who the winner will be. Let's spin that wheel. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow, all your names are there on the side. Okay, so the first winner is Crystal Candy Matias. Okay. So Crystal Candy Matias, if you are here, let us know. Wow, ang bilis! She is present. Yes, congratulations to you. You just won 1,000 worth of Lazada vouchers. Ang bilis. Dapat ganun kabilis. So we know you're really paying attention. Ayan. Okay, so next up, we will be giving away 3,000 worth of Lazada vouchers to one lucky winner. Okay, so let's see who's gonna win. Let's bring out our wheel. Okay, let's see who is going to win this one. Spin, spin, spin. The drum roll. Sana present rin to. 3,000 to. Ang dami mong mabibili. And the winner is Marivic Estardo. Yeah. So Marivic, are you here? Ay, absent daw si Marivic. Okay lang yan. Let's spin the wheel again. Lahat kayo may chance pa rin kayo. Okay, let's see. Okay, and the winner is... Grabe yung suspense. Ruben De Los Santos! Okay, absent daw si Ruben. Okay, let's pick another name. Let's go spin that wheel. Ayan, everyone, may chance pa rin kayo. Okay, let's see. And the winner is Mary Rose Barde. Okay. Mary Rose. Ay, absent daw si Mary Rose. Okay, let's see. Next possible winner. Grabe, 3,000 to. 3,000 worth of Lazada vouchers. Okay, so let's see. Lynn Ayaso. Lynn Ayaso, if you are here. Ay, absent daw siya. Okay, let's pick the next possible winner. And the winner is... Desiree Bozar. Oh my gosh, wait, I just saw Desiree make a comment. Okay, Desiree Bozar, if you are here, let us know. Okay, wow, thank you po. Yes, congratulations to you. You just won 3,000 worth of Lazada vouchers. I love it. And you know, yung nakakatawa, Desiree Bozar actually, nag-comment siya ng icon, ng cool icon. Tapos siya yung nanalo. Oh my gosh. Okay, so congratulations to you. Lucky icon mo na yan. So you just won 3,000 worth of Lazada vouchers. So congratulations to all of our winners. You know, a Converge representative will be sending you an email within 24 hours to give you details on how you can claim your prizes. And of course, let's not forget that the winner of the last 1,000 worth of Lazada vouchers is the one with the most winning feedback. So we encourage everyone to answer our feedback form right after this event. We'd love to get everyone's feedback and insight, so please do answer the feedback form. Just scan this QR code we are flashing on screen, and our team will be screening all of your feedback, and the winner will be receiving an email from our Converge representative after the show. Okay, great. What a jam-packed program. I hope you all enjoyed today's event as much as I have, and we also have a very special promo for today, where those who apply during today's event will get free installation service. O, diba? What a deal! So interested applicants must fill out the application form and submit requirements within 7 days to avail of free installation promo. So you guys must be part of the registration database to qualify. Now, for viewers who are interested to apply for Converge Internet, feel free to reach out to our Converge representatives. You can also like and follow our Facebook page, that is Converge for SME, for more business tips and updates. So there you go. We have now come to the end part of our program. And as we have all learned today, as times change, more and more avenues for us to expand our businesses will continue to arise, which is why it's important to innovate and provide new ways to stay connected. One thing that will never change, however, is our need for steady connection. And with Converge, we could help you maintain constant communication with your audience, continuous creation and consumption of content, while providing you immediate support for your needs. Thank you again for joining us today here at Converge. Let's Talk flexiBIZness. My name is Addie, and I hope you had a great time with us. Thank you very much for joining us, and we hope you all have a great day. Bye.